I started thinking about college when I was in middle school. My older brother was in college, first at Arizona State University, and then later he went to the University of Arizona. And I went with him to the main library. And I think that's when I was really impressed and decided, yeah, I want to go to college. Once I got to high school, I talked to the counselors, and they gave me some ideas about how to get into college. And they talked about taking advanced classes, maintaining a high GPA, and doing outside activities that would make me a good candidate for any college. And so I did that. I took advanced math and science and a lot of other types of classes. I took honors English and history. I helped out other classmates with tutoring. And I was in a folkloric dance group, and we traveled around and performed at different schools. I was also an artist, and I did a lot of artwork and was in the art club. I was in a lot of different clubs. Um, I was in theater, took theater classes, and was involved in theater either on stage or doing backstage work or helping with costumes. I was frequently the person making the costumes for plays. And I did a lot of outside activities, whatever I could do uh, that was extra that I can put on my resume. I added to, which was helpful because the different groups that I volunteered for ended up giving me a scholarship. So, and one last thing, one of my counselors, my favorite counselor, Mr. Toledo, told me that a really good essay would help to get me into the college of my choice. And he was right because I was admitted to UC Berkeley on a full scholarship. He was very lucky. And so I started out as a math science major. My essay was about how I wanted to become a doctor and help people. But as I started taking classes, and they was very hard, a lot harder than high school. And then I started taking more classes like history and art history, political science, and more humanities type classes rather than math and science. And I realized that that was really what my passion was. And so I started taking a lot of different things to really decide what it is I wanted to do. And I had been making art my whole life. And I realized once I was in college that that's really what I wanted to do. And so, yeah, I changed my major. In fact, I waited until the absolute last minute to declare my major. We didn't have to declare until our mid third year, and that's when I waited to declare an art and art history major. So the biggest thing I learned, there's a couple things when I was in college. One was that I really wasn't as prepared as I should have been. Um, I really didn't learn about using a planner or an organizer until much later in life. And the other thing was about asking for help. I had always been reluctant to seek help and to talk to a counselor or to get a tutor. And I decided that's what I was going to need to do. And that's what helped me to finish my college years. Um, Volunteering was a really big part of helping me decide what I eventually wanted to do. I thought I was just going to be an artist, get an art degree, but then I ended up volunteering in a couple classrooms, and I really realized that's what I want to do. And so I ended up going back to school and getting a teaching credential and working on my graduate degree, and I'm continuing to do that. So my advice would be to try a lot of different things and really recognize what your passion is. You may start out thinking you're going to do one thing and then you end up having some experience and realize, oh, this is what I really want to do.